Hello candidates, and welcome to the Manifested e-learning platform. Today we embark on the revision of the pilot paper that was done in December 2022 by the candidates who appeared in the Business Data Analytics practical paper. The paper is right in front of you. The instructions read as follows. Answer all questions. This paper has two sections. Section 1 has 20 multiple choice questions of 2 marks each. Section 2 has 3 practical questions of 20 marks each. Under Section 2, you are required to create Microsoft Excel worksheets with the name of the entity in each question and input your workings and solutions. So here is Section 1, which carries 40 marks, and Section 1 has 20 questions. This is question 14, question 16, question 19, and question 20. Then Section 2 has a total of 60 marks, and there are 3 questions, question 1, question 2, and then question 3. Now, candidates, we are going to answer all these questions, but we'll tackle a question at a time, beginning with question 1. Question 1, which reads, which of the following choices provides the correct definition of a data model? A visual representation of data objects. B, an organization of data objects. C, a conceptual representation of data objects. D, a graphical representation of data objects. Which of the following choices provides the correct definition of a data model? A visual representation of data objects. A is not the correct answer. A is not the correct answer, because a visual representation of data objects is not a complete definition of a data model, but it can be a part of it. And candidates, a data model may use visual representations to depict data objects and their relationships in a way that is easy to understand, but it also includes other elements such as properties, constraints, rules, and so on. And therefore, while visual representation can be an important aspect of data modeling, they do not provide a complete definition of a data model. And therefore, A is not the correct answer. Let us examine B, an organization of data objects. An organization of data objects is not the correct definition of a data model. It is not a complete definition of a data model, but it is one of the components. It is just one of the components of a data model, because a data model defines the structure and organization of data objects, their relationships, their constraints, and so on. However, it also includes additional elements such as rules for manipulation, properties, and metadata. And therefore, while organizing data objects is an important aspect of data modeling, it does not provide a complete definition of a data model. Then C, a conceptual representation of data objects. Conceptual representation of data objects, that is it. That is the correct definition of a data model. A data model is a conceptual representation of data objects, their relationships to each other, and the rules that govern their behavior. It provides the framework for organizing and understanding data, and it also helps to ensure that data is consistent, accurate, and complete. So C is the answer. And why is D not the answer? Graphical representation of data objects. While graphical representation can be used in data modeling, a graphical representation alone is not a complete definition of a data model. A data model, we've seen, is a conceptual representation that includes not only the graphical representation of data objects, but also their relationships, properties, constraints, rules for manipulation, and so on. So the graphical representation is just one way to visualize and understand the data model, but it's not the only way or the most important aspect of it. And therefore, option D is not the correct definition of a data model. The answer is C. So August pilot paper, business data analytics question 1, answer is C.